You know, a lot of families out there, they don't have a budget.
Yeah, budgets aren't a lot of fun. It's one reason that local high school students got a chance to learn how to assemble a budget in the real world. That's with the help of a local credit union. Lisa Balick shows us it's an eye-opener.
So your child's graduated high school and college, has a job and a paycheck, but do they know how to spend their money wisely? Well, that's what kids were learning here today.
And that price is $275.
We've got 4 options for you when it comes to cell phones.
At Beaverton Sunset High School, these students are getting pushed and pulled to spend their money after they're assigned a job, a paycheck, a savings account, and a credit card.
It's hard because, you want to buy all the stuff you want, but you have to, hold back on that to survive in the real world, and that was just eye-opening.
The teens have to figure out how to navigate everything from housing and transportation to groceries, furniture, and phones without blowing their budget.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna look at how much money I have left before I get anything more.
I easily spent almost $1,000 on just electronics in general.
For what?
I bought a really nice computer. I had to pay for internet. I also had to pay for my plan for my phone.
It makes me question oh, if that's gonna be my salary and this is the monthly expenses of the things that I want, then I have to cut back.
Say I go for new furniture, right?
Yeah, I go with the text and talk and text.
Suddenly what parents pay for takes on new meaning.
It's just kind of crazy how everything in life is just so expensive compared to being a kid where you can just buy whatever you want with your allowance or your part-time job money. But in the real world, you have to pay for houses and couches and cars and everything.
How many things that I've kind of thought was a necessity, like having the newest iPhone or being able to go to sporting events, stuff like that. How expensive they are, and two, how they're really not that important. What's important is being able to pay for an apartment or a house, or being able to have transportation.
The teens learn why 2/3 of families don't budget.
It really does take a lot of work just to budget and be able to keep track of where all the money's coming from and where it's going.
I think it's really important for the parents to talk to their kids about their monthly expenses and about bills that are coming up.
To help the teens and your family learn to budget. In Beaverton, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.
But they really did learn a lot. Maybe those shoes aren't as important when you're trying to budget.
A lot of millennials, they don't know how to balance a checkbook. The old school way how to do it.
No. I just brought a check to our producer friend today, and she's like, what is this?
Oh, she didn't know what a check was?
Nobody uses checks anymore. And you can contact the Northwest Credit Union Foundation for a financial reality exercise at your own school. You can also go to KOIN.com. We put a lot of the links to some of those budgeting sites for teens and